I welcome Giant Trojans team Andrew Harrell alongside the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler and my daughter Danny up here tonight as we're live here at the Trojan Trench as our Lady Trojans welcome in those Zebras of Rochester. Lady Zebras of Rochester. Rochester coming in with a 5-9 record, a similar team to Triton as far as record goes. But our Lady Trojans have kind of hit a wall here lately, but I think tonight they're going to knock down that wall. And I think we're going to see a lot of production from these girls here tonight. Of course, tonight welcoming in, like I said, Rochester coming in with 5 wins on the season against West Central, Twin Lakes, Lewis Cass, Peru, and Culver here recently. Triton's wins over Wawasee, Caston, Pioneer, and LaVille. Triton stands right now 3rd in the HNAC with a 3-1 conference record. Tonight, Triton hosting Rochester, Warnamax at North White, Caston versus Caston, and Pioneers down in Logansport. Not much of a drive for them. Tonight's prediction, according to John Harrell, Triton is favored here 43-35 in this matchup. A year ago, Rochester won this matchup by 4, 32-28. Rochester leads this series in the last 15 years, 12 games to 3. Triton, of course, that tougher schedule, 113 wins to 88 wins for opponents that they have faced this season. They're facing a tougher group of people, tougher group of teams. Of course, Brian Jennings, his first season as a Rochester head coach, 5-9. And, of course, our own Adam Heckaman with his illustrious career, 121 wins for him and his time here at Triton. So we'll stay tuned here. We're going to be right back with the national anthem and the starting lineups. We'll be right back on the Tri-Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Rochester Zebras and your Triton High School Lady Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Rochester as our guest at tonight's contest. At this time, if you would please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's introduce the starting lineups. First, for our visitors, the Rochester Zebras. Number 1, Cammie Burkett. Number 12, Macy Brown. Number 23, Emily Hughes. Number 32, Caitlin Rogers. And number 34, Karina Peterson. And now, for your Triton High School Lady Trojans. Number 4, Jaela Faulkner. Number 10, Delanie Groves. Number 32, Lexia Hostrawser. Number 34, number 44, Alyxa Viers. Your head coaches tonight are for Triton Trojans, Adam Heckaman, and for the Rochester Zebras, Brian Jennings. Our officials for this evening are Mick Gardner, Lou Brown, and John Wright. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout today's contest and through the holiday season. Disruption of this or any athletic contest will be grounds for removal and the possible exclusion from attending future events or Santa Claus coming to town. Your cooperation and positive support is greatly appreciated.
All right. Starting lines for both teams are going to have Cami Burkett out there with Macy Brown, Emily Hughes, Caitlin Rogers, and Karina Peterson, out there for the Lady Zebras. Of course, starting for us tonight, a little bit different look. Hostrawser, Groves, Faulkner, Taren Yates, and Alyxa Viers all starting tonight for our Lady Trojans. Ball's up. Hostrawser's got it, and Faulkner comes away with it. She'll back it out, and we'll get things underway here at the Trojan Trench. Faulkner over to Hostrawser on the left wing. She's going to work back on top to Yates. Yates leaves it for Faulkner on the right wing. Up fake, leaves it for Groves. Groves with the head fake. She stops. Picks her dribble up. Back on top to Jaela. Back on over to Hostrawser. She's going to try to drive. Tries to throw the needle to Viers. Bank is up. No, not there. Rebound goes to Rochester. And Macy Brown will bring it up for the Lady Zebras. She'll work back here on the near side. Finds Hugh. Or excuse me, that was Rogers. Burkett with it. Finds Hughes. Back on top. Going to be a shot there. That's a three ball, and that's in for Macy Brown. They strike first. Faulkner quickly up past the half-court line. Tries to set. Tries to get herself kind of freed up there, and does. Hostrawser leads for Groves. Back to Faulkner. On over to Yates. Drops down to Viers. She'll drive. Tries to go with the bank shot. Not there. Burkett with the rebound. Burkett gets the screen. Works up right. Shot no good by Rogers. Hostrawser with the rebound. Finds Faulkner. Going to go to work. Faulkner drives the lane, finds an open Viers, banks closed. Viers tries to get the rebound, not there. Rebound, and Groves was trying to fight with it. And it looks like it went out on Macy Brown. Triton will hang on to the basketball. Hostrawser, quick look from their inbound, not there. Rebound, Viers almost had it. Coming away with it, it's going to be Peterson. Peterson now loses the basketball down here in the corner. She regains possession. Trying to find someone to go to, finds Hughes, but nope. Yates will step in front, can't corral it. Good move by her to knock it out. 3-0's our score here at the Trojan Trench. The Lady Zebras leading the way. First field goal to drop for them tonight is a 3-ball. Peterson with it. On over to Brown. Brown works it over, finds Hughes. The freshman with the basketball steps back to the three-point line. Try to find somewhere to go. Tipped by Yates. Yates takes it away. Taren Yates on a fast break. She doesn't have the numbers, but she's going to pull herself out. She does. Finds Viers. Viers now with a cut. Back to Hostrawser. Tries to go with the three, but blocked by Peterson. Or Rogers, rather. 32 and 34. I got to get it eventually. And they're going to get a double dribble call on Macy Brown. That'll be a turnover that the Lady Zebras trying to take back over. Of course, Rochester in their away black uniforms, white numbers outlined in gold. And Triton, of course, in our home blue uniforms, blue shoulders, yellow letters, or gold letters outlined in blue. Inbound by Groves, finds Taren Yates, the freshman with the basketball. She's going to try to work herself up. No Jaelyn Bules, she's out with a injury. Of course, Whytnie Miller, we're missing her. Injury bug's kind of been the thing that's bit Triton this season. Got our first foul of the game here.
Foul on number 1, Cami Burkett.
On Cami Burkett of the Lady Zebras. Groves will inbound, back to Faulkner. She'll work, back top the key. Stops, finds Yates. Yates now on the right wing, trying to find somewhere to go up top, finds Hostrawser. Lexia with the basketball, she's trying to work herself back. Finds Groves. Hands it to Faulkner. She's going to work back left. Try to spin move back in. Burkett shut it off. Hostrawser now for a deep two. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Taren Yates. Works back over. Hostrawser with it. One thing about these lady Trojans, they're very patient on offense, trying to find that best shot they can get. And then Groves tries to go to the basket, and they're going to get a foul on the floor. That'll be on Rochester. Fouls on Karina Peterson. Hostrawser with the mid-range jumper, not there. Rebound goes to Rogers. Brown with the basketball at the right wing, works back to center. Hands off Peterson. Peterson on over to Burkett. Burkett's going to try to drive. Not there. And Viers and her get tied up. And Viers will draw the foul.
Foul on number 44, Alyxa Viers.
We need a signaling device for our other camera woman.
I think you get like those little Bluetooth headset or something down there, just baseball signals. 3 balls, good by Peterson.
Yeah, I didn't think we could probably hook something up like that.
I bet we could find a way to hook like a Bluetooth thing up to it. Faulkner drives. She's going to work back to the left. She's going to go back to the middle, holds up the drill, finds Viers down the post, puts it in. Alyxa Viers. Triton strikes on the board. 6-2 is our score. Stolen away by Taren Yates. Interception. She loses it for a moment. Regains. Burkett's there to meet her. Yates cross court over to Groves. Delanie's going to spot for 3. She's alone. It's up. It looks good. Now that sidearm not there. Rebound Yates. Yates works back to Faulkner to Groves. She's going to drive to the basket. Sit there. It's going to be blocked. And Viers is for a fight for the basketball. Ball was blocked by Kinsey McKee, who just checked in. Also checking in now, we're going to have Jenny Isabel. Try and put on the full court press. Brown with the basketball. Over to Peterson. Peterson with it. Jaela Faulkner takes it away. She's on the fast break. Shots up. It's in. Triton draws within 2. 3:44 remaining here in the opening period. Brown goes inbound. Faulkner steals it away again. And it goes down on Rochester. Good job there by Jaela Faulkner. A steal and then pressured and send it out. Triton's on point tonight on defense. Viers and Johnson will change places. Johnson with the inbound. She gets it. Works on over to Yates. Yates steps into her shot, but took enough of a step to travel. Right idea.
Our IU reporter says we're coming in loud and clear.
Good. He could text us the score, too, if it's still going, if he's listening. Haven't had a chance to look. I know what halftime was. Groves with the basketball, trying to get herself freed up, double team, but Brown looks like either Brown or Isabel's going to come in with the foul. And it's going to be on Macy Brown. That'll be her first personal, team's third here in the first quarter. Inbound by Groves. Faulkner works out past the half-court line, but just not enough, and Isabel takes it away. Isabel now is going to try to work left. Groves quickly closes in on her, try to force the opposition here. Macy Brown with the basketball up on the right wing, is going to work back to the middle. Finds Peterson. She's in the corner, works back up top. Down to McKee. Rogers. Another corner down to Brown. Brown dribbles out of trouble. Back to Isabel. I want to say Ingles, I know that's not right, but they throw it away, and Triton will take back over. This defense is really starting to shut off some lanes. And Hughes will check in for Isabel.
Emily Hughes.
Or Isbell. Inbound by Groves. Finds Faulkner. We're going to get a not sure what happened there. Faulkner comes up the middle. Good look there. She's up quickly. Tries to thread the needle to Yates, but it's going to go off the foot of Peterson. Like I said, I had a feeling here all today when I was talking to my wife. I got a funny feeling these girls the switch is going to get turned on here tonight. Grows the basketball up top to Faulkner. On over to Hostrawser. Lexia for 3. Back iron not there. Rebound goes to Hughes. Hughes hands it on over to Brown. Zone defense being played by our Lady Trojans. They drop back. Brown now is going to try to the crossover, work herself back over. Hughes with the basketball, back up top. On over to Peterson. Peterson's going to go left. She's going to go up strong. Johnson is there to shut off the basket. They're going to call a foul. And That'll be Chelsea's first, team's second. First shot by Peterson's up. It's in.
Another thing I could do, get a mount and put a iPod or a phone or something on top of the camera and send text down there.
There you go. There you go. That's a good idea, too.
Although with her eyesight, I'm not so sure she could see it.
Faulkner gets picked up there by Burkett. Jump ball. Triton will hang on to the ball. I'm sure we'll figure out something.
Well, by the time we do, they'll be pros at it, so we won't even have to talk to them.
Exactly. Drops corner to Yates. Yates back on to Hostrawser. Back on top to Faulkner. Faulkner picks her dribble up, trying to work herself out of trouble. Finds Yates. Yates now drops it to Hostrawser. Hostrawser going to try to go baseline. Goes back up top. Timeout, Triton. It'll be Adam Heckaman's first timeout. Okay. Trying to parent in the middle of the break here. I got Danny up here tonight with me. Decked out in her Broncos gear. Right. Yeah, that's right. So Groves will be out there with Johnson, Hostrawser, Faulkner, and Yates. They'll get the ball back here, following that jump ball call. Macy Brown's out there with Hughes, Peterson, McKee, and Burkett for the Lady Zebras. Groves will inbound. Tries to go to Johnson, tipped away by McKee, and Peterson's got it. She comes up past the half-court line over to Burkett. Back to Peterson. She loses it, and Rochester will turn it right back over. Triton trails by 3. This is a team that could get a good look at. Might see them in sectional play. No, I guess not.
No, not sectional.
No, Rochester's not in that one. I was thinking Argus. We'll see.
Argus.
Argus is the one I was thinking of.
Same colors.
Same colors. That's why it threw me off. I like the addition of the full court press being played by our Lady Trojans. McKee with it, tries to go up court, finds Hughes. Hughes now up court, going to go try to challenge there. And Faulkner comes in there and tries to force the jump ball. And there we go. And Rochester will hang on to it. See, I knew if I did that, I was going to say Argus. I didn't say it. Oh, boy. So inbound by Brown. Back on top to Peterson. On over to Burkett. Brown in the corner. Taken away. Yates tries to go in there and force it. Good job by her to step in front. They're going to call travel on Brown. Good job by Taren Yates to use that sideline as another defender to force her to travel the basketball, trying to stutter step there just a little bit. Faulkner now with the basketball. She'll work it up to Groves. Back to Jaela. Yates with the basketball. They're working around the perimeter. Trying to find that good shot. Faulkner trying to go through traffic. Tries to thread the needle there. Tries to go to Johnson. Has a chance to hang on to it. Saves it for the moment. Yates then tries to save it. Then throws in the hands of Peterson. Peterson now on the fast break. She's going to work past the half-court line. She's not stopping for nothing. She goes through, and Hostrawser looks like she ran her over. It went out on Rochester. Isbell will check in. That's going to send Peterson to the bench. Inside a minute remaining here. Triton trails by 3 here in the opening period. Andy O'Hara alongside Orion Lemler for the Trojan Sports Network. Final game here before Christmas break. Groves gets the Groves with it. Back to Faulkner. Yates with the basketball. Hands off to Hostrawser. Back to Yates. On top to Faulkner. On over to Groves. Groves tries to go down to Hostrawser. Looking for Johnson down the baseline. Johnson starts to go up. Looks like she got tapped on the wrist. Not there. But a whole host of Zebras coming away with it. And Hughes hands it off over to Brown. Groves is trying to run her down. Like the intensity on defense here tonight. And Burkett comes in. She pushes off. And she travels. And turns it over. Rogers will check in. And Hughes will go out. Triton's lineup unchanged. 20 seconds now. Faulkner with the basketball. Back to Groves. Tries to go up to Faulkner and gets past her just for a moment. Finds Yates. Yates is going to be alone. They're going to say she double dribbled. YouTube Kids is the best babysitter in the world. Just saying. Just saying. My wife at home listening to that. She's probably smiling right now. All right, Brown will inbound with 11 seconds left. Back to Burkett. 7 seconds, got to get the ball past. But Faulkner comes in there, and they're going to get a foul and a push from Burkett. That's going to be her second personal foul. Team's fourth, I believe. 5 seconds. We'll see what Triton's going to go here. So Burkett now fouls. Now Peterson's going to check in for her. 5 seconds left. Triton trails by 3 here in the first quarter. Inbound by Groves tries to go up top to Johnson. Johnson gets it. On over to Yates. Got to put the shot up here. Got to fire it up at the buzzer. Faulkner at the buzzer. Back out of the backboard. No good. That's going to reach the end of the first quarter. Triton trails 7-4. A lot of different looks. The starting five's a little bit different tonight with them not having all sorts of players and kind of get things figured out. They'll be, after Christmas break, the Lady Trojans will take on Oregon Davis on the 2nd. And then they'll be at Winnemac, the host Culver, and then be at John Glenn for the Bi-County tournament.
What's our first game back?
We host Oregon Davis on the 2nd.
And that's before the boys, John Glenn? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
The boys will play on Friday on the 4th. Unfortunately, it's going to be quiet up here for till Bi-County.
Well, I need to look to see what days the IU games are on the same day as our games. Maybe I'll have some help.
And we'll get Kenny up here. He's participating enough this season. He could probably handle it. But I told Katie he could just drive over here and get someone to bring him over. He can just talk.
Yeah.
He said no. But I'll be back by County, and then I'll be off for a week, then I'll be back again. So haven't figured out a way to broadcast from Cincinnati. I was trying to figure out a way.
I could probably edit your voice in later, but
yeah, that's all right. Appreciate the patience. Faulkner with the basketball now is going to drop it down into Groves. She's going to spot for her own three-pointer. Looks good. Oh, too strong. Rebound, and it's going to go out on Triton. Looked like it went out on Hostrawser, at least according to what the official said. Peterson with the basketball now. Right wing. Threads the kneel down to Isbell, and she'll shoot her little baseline shot. It's up, it's in. 9-4 is our score. Faulkner tries to go. Whoa. Not very often do you have to duck in a basketball game. That one came in with some heat on it. Went off her foot, and boy, I'll tell you what, she must play soccer. My goodness. Never thought I'd ever have to tell somebody have to wear a helmet for a basketball game, but right there was the case. Faulkner tries to lose her on the crossover. Drops down to Groves. Groves tries to throw the kneel down to Hostrawser. She went too far underneath the basket, trying to go up strong. Not there, no foul call. And Viers will get it. They're going to say she traveled. So out there now for Lady Trojans, you're going to have Viers, Johnson, Hostrawser, Groves, and Faulkner. Peterson, Brown, McKee, Isbell, and Rogers out there for the Zebras. Shot by Rogers. 3 balls up. It's in. 12-4. 7 here in the early going. Inside of the first minute of this quarter. Comes in. Isbell gets her. It's Viers on the shot. That'll be Isbell's first personal foul. Team's 5th. Viers to the line for 2. Back iron. Emma Hepler's going to check in for Delanie Groves.
Is that number 14 at the line, Alyxa Viers.
Viers now sets. Next shot's up, back iron. Just a little too strong. And Hostrawser goes to the putback, and she'll go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Macy Brown. That's going to be her second personal. Team 6th. Triton's one away from being in the bonus from them. It's in for Hostrawser. She's on the board.
Foul called on number 32.
Well, 32, excuse me, that was on Rogers. Perfect trip for Hostrawser. They draw within 6. Peterson with the basketball comes up past the half-court line. She'll work right. On top to Isbell. Isbell's going to take off and hop with it before she dribbles it. And that's a travel turnover here. Lady Trojans take over. Hostrawser inbounds to Faulkner. Onward to Hostrawser. Drops to Viers. Viers the basketball up top to Faulkner. Faulkner with the basketball. She's going to try to figure out where she wants to go with it. Finds Viers. Quick hitter down to Johnson. Can't corral it. Brown tries to save it. But Emma Hepler's going to hang on to it, help Faulkner get it. And going to be a foul on Brown there. Now we got a foul on Brown. 1-and-1 chance now. Jaela Faulkner's going to go to the line. Getting a little bit of that half-court trap, trying to double team her there. Isbell's going to come out. Hughes is going to come in.
Macy Brown at the line, Jaela Faulkner.
So Faulkner now with the 1-and-1 opportunity. Shot is up. It's back iron. Brown working back to center court. Past the timeline, finds Peterson. Gets the screen, tries to go. Hepler makes her pick it up and get rid of it. Rogers for a deep 3, not there. Rebound, Chelsea Johnson. Faulkner with the basketball, 6:06 remaining. Trails by 6. Hepler with the basketball, over to Hostrawser. Back to Hepler. Drops to Hostrawser. Wants to go down to Johnson and does. Finds Viers cutting to the basket. She's going to put that little jumper up. Not there. Rebound. Viers hits her own rebound. Tries to go to Johnson. Hughes. It's a fight for the basketball. Faulkner with the basketball. Going to get a jump ball call. It's going to belong to the Lady Zebras. Burkett's going to check in. And Peterson will go to the bench. And we're going to get a
Timeout, Zebras.
Oh, it's 30-second or full. I didn't catch that. Oh, it's full. Okay, there we go. So that'll be their first timeout of the game. So what Christmas plans do you have?
Well, am I on?
Yeah, you're on. I can hear you.
Well, I'm going to work Monday. Don't have to work Tuesday. I think I have to work Wednesday. No, it'll be what do you call it? Home for the holidays.
Home for the holidays. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'd like to sleep and say I'd like to get to sleep in on Christmas Day, but I can think of a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old that's not going to let that happen. Which I'm good with that. They're looking forward to it.
The only thing that gets me out of bed is food.
True. Very true.
If someone says, "Oh, we're going out to eat," I'm up and at it right away.
Oh yeah. Food is a good motivator to get up in the morning. I agree. So Hepler, Hostrawser, Johnson, Faulkner, and Viers out there. Hughes, McKee, Burkett, Rogers, and Brown out there for the Lady Zebras. Burkett's got it, and she's going to go to work. Triton in the 1-1 bonus. Rest of the way out. Hughes is going to take off with the up fake and not. So turnover by Rochester. Hostrawser now is going to inbound. Faulkner gets a chance to bring it up. Burkett's going to meet her quickly past the half-court line. Hepler out the basketball. Hangs on to it. Hughes tries to take it away, but Hostrawser hangs on to it. Quick hitter to Viers. Drops back to Hostrawser. Hostrawser tries to go down to Johnson. Johnson tries to go somewhere, but Hughes steps in the way and takes it. When she forearm shivers Hepler to the ground. And McKee's got it. Hands off to Burkett. Burkett works right. On over to Brown. Brown now's going to try to go baseline. Johnson knocks away, and Faulkner comes away with it. Here we go. Hepler with the basketball. They're going to go to work. Hostrawser going to spot for a deep two. Too strong. Rebound, Alyxa Viers. Good rebound there. Hostrawser with it. Down to Johnson. Back on top to Faulkner. Cross court. Alone with Hepler. She's going to try to go baseline. Layup for her. It's up. It's not in. Rebound goes to McKee. Johnson had a hand on it. McKee with the basketball down the fast break. Slows herself down. Works herself into the paint. And they're going to say Faulkner reached in on that one. Looks like she had her hand on the ball. That'll be her first personal, team's third. Here at the first quarter. Looked like she had her hand on that ball there to force. So now we're going to go back to that original.
In for the Trojans, Delanie Groves.
We're going to go to a smaller lineup, which worked out well in the first quarter defensively. Can't read her number. I believe that's Sierra Weather.
Kim Batten in for the Zebras.
So Kim Batten. Can't barely read her jersey. I think she's changing the numbers. So Hughes with it now. Back to Rogers. Rogers lays it for Burkett. On over for Batten. Batten will drive. Back to Hughes. Hughes now is going to go to work. Finds Burkett. Burkett's going to try the dribble drive. Loses it on the way down the lane. It's going to go off her foot. And Triton's going to get it back. She's over here singing to herself. She got a kick out of talking to the girls before the game. Faulkner now is going to try to go. Gets herself out of pressure. Hostrawser alone for a deep two. Not there. Rebound goes to McKee. Lid has been sealed tight here thus far. McKee with the basketball. Or excuse me, Burkett. Back to Hughes. Hughes almost takes off with it. Tries to go down into McKee and does. McKee uses that height and goes up over top. Puts it in. Faulkner with the basketball now quickly. Finds Viers alone for two. Puts it in. Alyxa Viers, 4 points for her. Triton back down by 6. We had dead ball. Batten inbounds to Hughes. Hurts the up fake. Now they're going to get her on the travel. It's like the third time she's traveled and the first time they've called it. Peterson checks in. Hughes will come out. The freshman's going to go take a seat.
Number 34, Karina Peterson.
Inbound by Groves, finds Hostrawser. Back to Groves. Delanie with the basketball. Finds Faulkner. Faulkner quickly past the half-court line. Threads the needle to Hostrawser. Down to Viers. Viers with the post shot. Going to get fouled by Peterson on the shot.
Foul on Karina Peterson.
So Viers on the line for 2. Not there.
Viers at the line for the Trojans.
I tried being quiet there for her, but I don't think it helped. There it is.
Well, she doesn't have to worry about the noise that was at Trinity the other night.
Oh, mercy sakes alive. Those plexiglass things up there, I mean, they were neat, but at the same time, boy, oh boy. McKee's all the way up, and Hepler steps in the way and dribbles it out. Good move by her.
It's probably a good thing we went with the wire on these instead of the plexiglass.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Got old real quick until our fans started beating on him a little bit. Then it was a little more enjoyable. Batten now works herself into the corner. Double team, triple team. And Hostrawser takes it away, and it'll go off on her foot. Good move by her to corral it. Triton trails by 5. 2:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Hepler tries to save it. Throws up top, but Rogers comes away with it. And Burkett's going to run it out, but they're going to say going off of Triton.
Okay.
I thought she dribbled it out.
She definitely touched it.
Didn't think there was any Trojans in the vicinity. Okay. At least not close enough to do that. Batten inbounds it over to Peterson, who traveled right there, no call. Leaves it to Burkett. Burkett tries to go up on top, and Rogers with the basketball now backed into the corner. Throws it down. Faulkner intercepts. And Peterson comes in and rips it away from her. And Delanie Groves said, I don't think so, and comes in and fouls her. It's good to know their whistles work.
Foul on number 10, Delanie Groves.
Brown will check in for Burkett.
Number 12, Macy Brown.
Finds Peterson. On over to Rogers. Peterson's going to try to drive to the basket, and she's going to travel before she gets anywhere near Lexia Hostrawser. 2:28 now. Triton needs a big offensive possession here. Get this crowd going. Faulkner now with the basketball. Picks her up, finds Hepler. Hepler down to Viers. Viers is going to work down the baseline, down on the post. Finds Hepler. Hepler in for a corner three, blocked by McKee. And it's going to go out on Viers, who tried to corral it in. Couldn't hang on to it. Triton's going to go back now, put on the press. McKee with it. Goes on over. Back to, I forgot her name, Batten. McKee up to Peterson. Peterson wanted to go to Rogers, not there. Triple team now. Hepler gets in there, trying to take it away. Cross collar. Stolen away by Delanie Groves.
Couldn't keep it in.
Couldn't keep it in. I don't know. There's a lot of frustration on both sides. I was trying to figure out why we were slapping the floor. Batten on up top to Peterson. Peterson working it back. Minute 40 now. They lead, scoring 7 points in this quarter. Triton scored 5. McKee tries to use it and goes against Hostrawser, and she will draw the foul.
I got to go in the new gym yesterday. I was in there.
How's it
They
looking
had
in
all the baskets up but one. That I was just in the gym. I didn't get to go in the locker room, so
Gotcha.
I didn't have time. But
I haven't made it over there yet.
I wouldn't say a whole lot's changed since I had been in there. Well, I know most of the activity's been in the locker rooms, but the gym itself hadn't changed other than the backboards being up and whatnot. But
Gotcha.
I think the bleachers go in after the floor. I think that would make more sense. And I think they're scheduled to start on the floor either second or third.
Oh, good. They'll be quiet in there for them to do it. Groves gets it in the corner. She's going to try a baseline jumper. Not there. Rebound goes to Peterson. Peterson's going to try to work herself out. Groves comes from behind, makes her pick it up. 2-3 zone being played by our Lady Trojans. Rogers in the corner. Hepler comes in to help her out. Hostrawser takes it away from her, knocks it away, and it's going to go out. Looks like it went off on Rochester, and they're going to say it belongs to. Okay, I guess went off Hostrawser. Guess that's why I'm up here. Brown drops it on back. Batten for 3. Back iron. Rebound. Emma Hepler, the birthday girl's got it there. See, I told you I'd give her a shout out.
It makes you wonder if one of the refs were just standing up here, not moving, if they'd see anything different. They could just blow the whistle from up here.
That's why a lot of officials are talking about the instant replay thing where you take that third element out. Hostrawser, not there. They take that third element out where you have someone just to check you. It would be nice. But I think high school basketball's probably a ways away from that happening yet. They don't even do it in the pros yet. They did. They would have saw the one guy from Houston take 5 steps before he shot the ball. That was rough. Ball goes out on Batten. They'll turn over 22.6 here. See if our Lady Trojans can go down and get a basket on this possession. Back to Faulkner. 20 seconds now. Going to get met with the trap up there by the half-court line. Groves back to Hostrawser. Back to Faulkner. Back to Groves. Groves wanted to go with the 3. Drops down to Hostrawser. She corrals it. Good look there for her. Not there. Rebound McKee. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. And Groves is going to come in for the jump ball, and she's going to hang on to it. They're going to say a foul? Okay. 2.6 now. Going to get a desperation heat for Rochester. As they'll go in the locker room here with the lead at halftime. Brown's going to heave it at the half-court line, not their back iron, or back of the backboard there. 15-9 is our halftime score. We'll be back after halftime, right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. Ian Duhara alongside Orion for the Triton Trojans Sports Network as our Lady Trojans trail here by 6 at halftime to the Lady Zebras of Rochester. Leading the way for the Lady Zebras scoring tonight with 4 points, Karina Peterson. I keep wanting to say Peterson. All with 3 points is Kinsey McKee, Caitlin Rogers, and Macy Brown. And with 2 points is Jenny Isbell. For our Lady Trojans scoring tonight, Alyxa Viers leading the way. 5 points for her, 2 points for Lexia Hostrawser, and 2 points for Jaela Faulkner. So kind of going forward here at halftime, the girls are with as far as the pressure on when they inbound the ball to bring up the court. I really like watching what they're doing here by pressuring there. Adam Heckaman trying to give them different looks of what they're going to be seeing. The girls are waiting for those good shots. They've got to get them to drop. Unfortunately, the lid couldn't get lifted off, but I think this second half we're going to be in for a good one between these two teams. Like I said, our Lady Trojans are a very close-knit group, a group that does a lot of things well. They're one of the best defensive teams that we've got to watch this season as far as what they can do to slow them down. And then they were pacing for their shot, and just once it gets there, it just needs to drop. But you got sharpshooters like Delanie Groves and Lexia Hostrawser, 2 girls who can shoot. You got Yates, who can do a lot of things with the dribble penetration, run, facilitate the offense. You got Jaela Faulkner. We know what she can do, facilitating and driving the basket, and she can shoot just as well. Johnson down in the middle. She does a lot of good things well. And then you got Emma Hepler. She can shoot. And when open, Alyxa Viers, she's another one down there in the post that does a lot of good things. And tonight, like you said, it's 5 points for her. She's done well cleaning up the boards and doing a good job fighting for the basketball. Like I said, there's a lot of talent out there for our Lady Trojans. We just got to get it kind of honed in. They'll get it figured out. This is a good group of players to watch. So Burkett out there with Brown, Rogers, Peterson, and McKee. Faulkner, Hostrawser, Yates, Viers, and Groves running out the 5 for our Lady Trojans. Faulkner with the basketball past the half-court line. Burkett's stuck to her like glue. Leaves it back to Yates. Yates with the basketball on top to Hostrawser. On over to Groves. Groves with it on the right wing. Leaves it back up top for Faulkner. Back to Groves. Short for Hostrawser. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner will drive. Leaves it for Groves. She'll spot for 3. Good look there. No in and out. That was the right look. Viers tries to save it, knock it away. And it'll belong to the Lady Zebras. That was the right thing. It was a good look there. Good shot there. Short-term memory, just keep fighting, just keep shooting. Those shots will drop. Burkett now with the basketball past the half-court line outside the perimeter. Hangs on to it to Peterson now. Back to Rogers, drops it down, and Yates comes in and knocks it away. The freshman with the big play there. Yates with the fast break. She's going to speed up past the half-court line. Drives to Delanie Groves and does. Finds Faulkner. Faulkner's going to be stopped on the right side. Smacked away by Macy Brown. Burkett with the basketball now. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Burkett back on over to Peterson, on over to Rogers. She's going to try a 3. Side iron short. And Peterson's going to run down for the rebound. Back to Burkett. Finally got a 3-second call on the Lady Zebras. McKee was camped out down in the paint. Faulkner with the basketball now. Good fake there. She's going to try to get it past the half-court line. She's quickly moving. Looks for Yates. Yates tries to go, but she'll travel. She
Looks like the Barnhart should be on their way home.
Yeah,
with final error.
Yeah, hey, bad 30-point win for IU. Brown inbounds it. Yates hesitated just a little bit. On up to Rogers. Rogers drops down to Burkett. Burkett's going to get the fast break. No, not there. Groves hands off to Hostrawser. Back to Faulkner. Jaela with the basketball now past the half-court line quickly. She goes. Stops, picks up her dribble. Leads it back to, tries to go to Yates, but Burkett's going to go in there and try to get it back. And the Lady Zebras will force their hand back, and they'll get the ball. Peterson out with the basketball. She'll inbound on the sideline. Burkett will drive, picks her dribble up. Back to Peterson. She's going to try a 3, top the key, back iron. Rebound, Yates. Yates with the basketball now, tries to get herself freed up. Leaves it on over to Hostrawser. Hostrawser with the basketball, on over to Groves. Groves for a 3. Sider not there, Burkett. And Groves and Viers try to go in there and try to get it.
Sure got a good look there, but.
Like I said, she can't leave her alone for long. She's gotten several good looks. And that'll be a foul on the way there. This is way on Delanie. And Chelsea Johnson's coming in for her.
Delanie Groves.
It's her third personal, team's first of the half, first foul of the second half. Brown inbounds it to Burkett. Brown now in the corner for three. Got it. Macy Brown for three. That's 2 3-pointers for her. 6 points for her on the night. 18-9's our score. Hostrawser drops it to Faulkner. Burkett with her, and she's going to get her on the reach. 3 now fouls for Cammie Burkett. Rochester going with a little bit more of a pressure defense, that full court press. Viers with the inbound. Finds Faulkner streaking up the near sideline. Drops it down into Johnson. Johnson with the short jumper, not there. Rebound goes to Rogers. Burkett with the basketball past the half-court line. She'll work, and she'll run over. They're going to call her in the block. Of the foul on Taren Yates.
Foul on number 34, Taren Yates.
Burkett gets the inbound. 6-17, 18-9's our score. Lady Zebras out in front. Yates up to meet her up top. Trying to force Brown. Loses the one off her leg there. Yates is trying to fight for her, and Yates is going to get her on the reach.
Foul on Taren Yates.
Brown will inbound it to Burkett, and Brown will get it back. Brown now is going to work right. Into Rogers. Down low, Hostrawser takes it away. Faulkner with the basketball now. She's going to be pushing up here past the half-court line, looking up ahead. Faulkner tries to go down to Johnson. Johnson with a shot. Rolls in. Chelsea Johnson, good shot there. Triton now down by 7. Three ball by Brown. It's in.
Macy Brown.
Make that 9 points for her. Faulkner's going to drive. Good look there to the basket. Jaela Faulkner with the head of steam goes right down. That's the way to do it. That was textbook driving to the lane. She found her way through. Burkett now drives. Peterson back to Rogers for 3. Side iron. Rebound Alyxa Viers. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner now is going to push the ball past the half court. She's going to go. She's going to try to go. Looks for Hostrawser, and Hostrawser's going to get fouled. I think it's going to be on Rogers.
Caitlin Rogers with the foul.
Her second personal, team second. Hostrawser drops the first one.
Lexia Hostrawser at the line.
Timeout. 30-second timeout by Triton.
Trojans call it timeout.
Seemed like a little bit of a sparks kind of ignited these girls here. Of course, Adam Heckaman getting them dialed in. He's a good coach. I mean, he knows what he's doing out there, and once the girls just kind of buy in and really just attack that basket, forcing those shots up, good things are going to come their way. This is the record doesn't show how, unfortunately, how tough and how hard these girls have worked this season. It's been a tough season. No Whytnie Miller, and then you have Jaelyn Bules. She's out hurt. So I mean, it's been kind of a tough season. Not a deep bench, but a great coach in Adam Heckaman, guy who I've enjoyed getting to know and watch him coach. These girls, they're working hard. They'll get it figured out. Hostrawser shot's too strong, and they try to go in. It's going to go off of Viers. 21-14 is our score. Triton with the full court press. McKee gets swallowed up there and works herself to the sideline. Faulkner cuts off the passing lane, but Peterson gets it. Peterson tries to back her way into Faulkner, and they're going to get Faulkner on the reach. Her second personal. Team's fourth.
Jaela Faulkner.
Brown's out there with Peterson, McKee, Isbell, and Hughes for the Lady Zebras. Yates, Hostrawser, Viers, Johnson, and Faulkner out there for the Lady Trojans. Hughes on over to Isbell. Isbell for the three, but she's going to say no shot. And McKee camps out in the lane again and gets caught. Second three-point violation. They're starting to call this a little bit. She's getting camped down there. Hostrawser trying to inbound, tries to go to Faulkner and does. Faulkner now is going to work herself through the defense. Good look there for her. She stops, finds Viers. Down into Johnson. Johnson with the hook. Puts it in. Johnson with the hook shot. Draws them within 5. 3:22 now. Peterson with the basketball. Backed over to Hughes. Hughes drives to the center. Tries to go down to Peterson and does. Finds Brown. Brown with the up fake. Works back right. Down to McKee. McKee working on the baseline. Double teamed in the corner. Throws it up. Finds back to Peterson. Back to Hughes. Quickly over to Brown. Brown with a contested three. Side iron, no good. Rebound Hughes, and she'll dribble it out. Triton takes it back. Faulkner with the basketball is going to work over right. Back to Yates. On over to Hostrawser. Drops it down into Johnson. She wanted to go up under the basket, but then Isbell's going to get her on the blocking foul. That's going to be her second personal, team's third.
Foul on Jenny Isbell.
Inbound now. Faulkner goes over to Viers. Viers tries to go, but tipped away by Peterson. Hostrawser is going to fight for it. Isbell comes away with it. Isbell stops, backs herself out, retreats, gives it to Brown. Up to Peterson, the senior with the basketball. Yates tries to knock it away. Yates trying to make her work for the basketball. Back on over to McKee. McKee back to Brown. Brown will hold it, works back. Leaves it for Hughes. Hughes drops it down. Yates almost comes away with it. We're going to get a foul. That's going to be on Viers.
Alyxa Viers.
It'll be her second personal.
In the game for the Zebras, Lexi Thomas.
So Lexi Thomas will check in, the freshman. Isbell back to Brown. Three by Isbell, not there. Rebound Peterson. She goes through, falls down. And Thomas with the shot, Viers with the foul. Emma Hepler's going to check in. Third person for Alyxa. Thomas to the line for two. First shot's up. Back there.
Alyxa Viers with the foul.
Hepler will check in. Viers will come out. Now remember, Emma Hepler, she can hit three balls from the outside, and she can do a lot of good things with the basketball as well. Second shot by Thomas. Back iron. Rebound, Chelsea Johnson. Faulkner out the basketball and on up to Yates. Yates now is going to try to drive. Jumper for her. Banks it in. Yeah. Taren Yates with a good mid-range jumper there. Triton's down by 3. Minute 50 remaining here in the third period. Brown with the basketball. Triton with the full court press. Peterson miscommunication. Overthrows Isbell, but she brings it down. Yates comes in and cuts it off. Rocks back up. Faulkner intercepts. And Adam Heckaman gets enough time for a timeout. The fire's been lit. I told you I think we were going to be in for a good one. I had a feeling all day this was going to be a good one. The girls are starting to kind of get things figured out. It was a great look by Taren Yates. Smart move by her to do what pull a Tim Duncan move there. He used to use the glass at the top, that nice little spot right there on the right side of the glass. Yeah, several times Tim Duncan dropped those in now. That's what our coach used to tell us in the league that I played in. That just watch this guy. That's how you do bank shots. Just watch how he does. That's the way to do it. Well, I watched John Stockton and Jason Kidd, so. All right, so Hepler, Johnson, Yates, Hostrawser, and Faulkner. Brown, Hughes, Thomas, Peterson, and Isbell out there for the Lady Zebras. Peterson's going to come out and supply some pressure out here in the full court. Trying to get themselves set up. Faulkner out the basketball. She'll go to work. Oh, Lisa for Hepler. Almost had over in the back call. Faulkner with the basketball is going to try to go up. Finds Hostrawser. Hostrawser drops it down into Johnson. Johnson with the twin tower look, not there. Gets her own rebound. Back to Hostrawser for three. Side iron. Oh, bouncing all over the place. Johnson with the rebound. Puts it back up. And we get a foul. And Yates came down hard. She comes up hobbling.
Oh, no.
Fouls on Emma Hughes. And Groves will check in. McKee, Peterson, Rogers, Thomas, and Brown. Johnson can't get the friendly roll to drop in. Yates getting looked at. Hope she's okay. Second shot drops for Chelsea Johnson. Triton trails by 4. Brown with the basketball. Quickly picks her dribble up. Goes up to Thomas. Thomas pushing Emma Hepler. Thomas now tries to drop it up. Drops to Rogers. McKee's down the low in the post. Got it. Kenzie McKee with 5 points. Faulkner with the basketball. Drops to Groves. Back to Faulkner. Back to Hepler. Tries to drop it in. Brown goes up court to Thomas. Thomas now with 41 seconds. And they're going to get a foul on Jaela Faulkner. I think. No, wait a minute.
Oh,
Or did she step on the line? She must have stepped on the line. Couldn't tell the way he signaled his hands. Faulkner now picks her dribble up. Groves comes out to meet her. Groves will dribble down into Johnson. Johnson up top to Hostrawser. Hostrawser, good look there. Not there. And Johnson's going to come in from behind. It's going to stay. Not sure what the call is. I think it's going to be a foul on Chelsea Johnson, so it'll be a 1-1 shot now. That's her second personal.
Kenzie McKee.
Kenzie to McKee to the line. 23-19 is our score. McKee out of the line. 1-1 shot. It's up. Front iron. Rebound, Hostrawser. Back over to Faulkner. Faulkner now comes up past the half-court line. Stutter step there for her. Stops. She's going to get double team. Groves is over on the sideline. She's alone for three. Not there. Rebound, Chelsea Johnson. She tries to go up and will get fouled on the way back up. Lexi Thomas, that'll be her first personal. Team's 5th. Ball bounces out for Johnson.
can't blame it on nerves tonight. I think they took their exams yesterday.
Yeah. That's what I should ask Tyler tonight. Peterson past the half-court line. 3 seconds. Desperation shot by Rogers. Johnson hits the rebound. Passes it up, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 23-19's our score. 8 points scored. Triton won that quarter, scoring 10 points in that quarter to trail by 4, and 8 points only being scored by the Lady Zebras. So Triton's in it. Now this fourth quarter could get very interesting. Unfortunately, Taren Yates went down with that injury. Hoping she's okay. I didn't see if she went back to the training room or not. I don't see her down there on the bench. I assume that's where she went. Tell you what, that lady at Bethany Christian with these pens was on point. No more scribbling out stuff, and I can erase things.
Is that our sales pitch for the evening, is the erasable gel pens?
Hey, I'll tell you what. Frick's on. I'm telling you right now. Way to go. I thought she was crazy, but they work. My wife, the bank teller, or the banker, she was pretty impressed by those. She took those to work. You're dancing to what? Oh. And we got trolls over here on the other side. You need to leave it turned down, please. So Hepler's out there with Faulkner, Hostrawser, Johnson, and Groves. Rogers, Thomas, Peterson, Brown, and McKee out there for the Lady Zebras. Triton trails by 4, and now we get the fourth quarter underway here at the Trojan Trench. Andrew Harrell alongside of Ryan Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Groves with the basketball down the corner to Hostrawser. Hostrawser back to Faulkner. Faulkner leaves for Groves. Delanie Groves for 3. Oh. Johnson now with the putback, not there. Rebound Peterson. One of those have got to drop for Delanie. She is getting good looks now.
If we were on tonight, we would be.
Would be no contest.
No.
The way these girls are, it'll get there. It's got to keep shooting. Rogers with a deep 3. Rebound for McKee. Gets a friendly roll. Faulkner with the basketball. Crossword George going to drive to the lane. Tries to drop it to Johnson. Back on top. Emma Hepler with the head fake. Back to Groves. Groves is going to try another one. Got it! Puts it in. Delanie Groves.
Delanie Groves for 3.
Or Triton's down, back down by 3. Told you. She's going to get figured out. Taren Yates back out. Just got her looked at, and she must be okay to come back. Brown now back on the right wing. Drops it down to McKee in the low block. She goes up, blocked by Johnson, taken away by Faulkner. Faulkner works herself up to the right side. Drops it to Groves. Delanie for 3. Too strong. Rebound Hostrawser with the putback, so get pushed on the shot. And she'll go to the line for 2. Looked like it might have been on Peterson giving her a reaction. And it is.
Karina Peterson with the foul. Lexia Hostrawser at the line.
Shots up and in for Lexia Hostrawser. Alyxa Viers checking in for Chelsea Johnson.
Alyxa Viers in.
Johnson perfect from the line there. They're down by 1. Here we go. 6:38 remaining. 1-point ball game. The Lady Trojans have clawed their way back into this one. Back to Peterson. Up top the key. She's going to work back left. Back over to Thomas. Thomas drops, tries to go down to McKee. McKee throws it down, but Faulkner steps away and takes it away. Faulkner now with the basketball is going to come up quickly. Past the half-court line, try to get herself out of trouble. Good pass over to Groves. Groves will try a 3, blocked by Peterson. By Rogers, rather. Faulkner without the basketball. Back to Hostrawser. She's going to try a free throw line shot. Oh, in and out. McKee with the rebound. Emma Hepler tried to sneak in and get that one. Wasn't a very friendly look from McKee.
We need to find her a buddy to play with.
I know. It's okay. Well, I said that the cheerleader, when the boys' games will work because the cheerleader's going to take her. Faulkner now with the basketball, comes up on the fast break. She's going to go up strong with the lay-in. Puts it in!
First lead of the night.
Yep. Triton takes the lead by 1.
That would be the first lead change of the night.
What's that?
The first lead change of the night.
First lead change of the night. Sorry.
No problem.
Peterson now is going to try to drive. She's going to go up, loses it. Good defense by Lexia Hostrawser. Faulkner now quickly on up to Delanie Groves. Fast break 3 for her. Oh, in and out. This place would have caught fire on that one. Triton still leads by 1. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Brown's going to drive, and she's going to get fouled on the way through. Now she'll go to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
I've actually been able to pay more attention to the game tonight. I'm not going to say why, but because I have to knock on wood if I do.
Yeah, don't do that.
At the line, Macy Brown.
Fouls on Emma Hepler. That'll be Emma's first personal foul, and she'll come out. And Taren Yates will check back in. She's out there with Viers, Faulkner, Hostrawser, and Groves. McKee, Rogers, Brown, who's shooting, Burkett, and Hughes out there for the Lady Zebras. Shot by Brown's up and in.
We'll just say we haven't had to use the chickens tonight.
Haven't had to use the chickens tonight. That's right. Haven't had to use the chickens. We're all knotted up back at 26. Brown gets ready for her second free throw attempt. Shots up. It's in. Triton trails by 1. 4:51 remaining. Leaves it for Groves. Back to Faulkner now. Switching sides, Groves. Back to Faulkner, quickly over to Yates. Yates is going to dribble into a three-point shot, short. Rebound, Hostrawser, put backs up, it's in! Lexia Hostrawser gets her first field goal of the night. Triton back up by 1, 4:26 now. Burkett drives, stops, drops it down to Rogers. Free throw jumper for her, it's in. We might be in for a good one down the stretch on this one. Faulkner now with the basketball, they trail by 1. Faulkner now is going to try to split the defenders, goes up strong, but McKee stands there and blocks away. Hostrawser picks up the rebound. Groves for 3. Oh, man. Hughes with the basketball. And I want to yell, puts it in so bad. She'll get him. I like Delanie's perseverance. She'll find it. Burkett with the basketball on the right wing. Back on top to Hughes. And she'll travel before she dribbles. It's on the floor. And Rochester sends it right back. Triton will take over. Taren Yates will come out. We're going to change up just real quick. Faulkner back over to Groves. Back to Faulkner. Jaela works it down into Hostrawser, who goes up for that one. Not there. Rebound Burkett. Burkett gets it. She's on the fast break. Slows it back down, retreats. Back to Brown. Brown can't leave her alone around outside the arc. They try to drop it down. Johnson knocks it away, and Groves comes away with it. Back to Jaela Faulkner with the basketball. She's going to come past the half-court line. On over to Groves. Delanie back on over to Jaela. Back on over to Hostrawser. Back to Faulkner. Back to Groves. 3:13. Finds Hostrawser. Works it down to Johnson. Johnson with the hook shot. Puts it in. Chelsea Johnson with that one. They're back up by 1. 3:04. And we're going to get a timeout for Rochester. Triton's got the momentum swinging their way. They have awakened. Or it's awakened. Which one is that for plural? I'll have to ask Jason. He's the English teacher. Yeah. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been in school. So I guess I could use the
They've
kids.
come alive.
They came alive. They have came alive. Go with that one. Well, that's bad. English was one of my better subjects too. That was rough. So Lady Trojans here, it got really quiet. I'm afraid to talk now. Triton leads now by 1. 3:01 remaining. They came alive here in the fourth quarter, in the second half, and outscoring the Lady Zebras. Only allowing 6 points for them to score in this quarter, while at the same time scoring 11 points of their own. Delanie Groves hitting from outside. Hostrawser starting to get things going. Johnson getting going. Faulkner with the drives. You know, they're starting to hit on all cylinders. This team, they went through the meat grinder earlier in the season. I mean, facing teams like Bremen and Plymouth and John Glenn and Northwood and teams like that. I mean, facing tough teams in Tippy Valley and Knox. I mean, they have faced a lot of really tough teams in the early goings of that season. About midway point, they're battle tested. This is a team you don't want to face going forward. They are battle tested. They know how to compete. They know how to win. Once they get that formula figured out, these girls here will be able to figure out and get things going. Don't know if we'll have a player interview tonight. It's like, well, I'm sure we'll get Adam Heckaman following this one. Burkett with the basketball past the half-court line inside. 3 minutes now. Burkett quickly on the dribble drive to Brown. Up fake for third. Jaela Faulkner closed on her quickly. Peterson up top of the key. Finds Burkett. She'll try to dribble around Faulkner. Cuts off that one. Yates steps in front of the passing lane and intercepts. Yates is going to try to drive that angle, give her a little bit of trouble, but with the fast break shot, she's going to go up. There's say she's going to travel.
We could probably do Chelsea again.
Yeah, we can do Chelsea again. We haven't done her for a while. We'll ask her. Or Alexa, she likes talking too.
She was our test interview kind of at the very first game.
We'll give her a second chance.
We can talk about the game tonight if we win.
Shots in by Brown. Looks like they trapped on that one, so they're back up. She's hit 4 3-pointers tonight. Triton trails by 2. 2:17. Back to Yates. Back to Faulkner. Stay calm here and just relax. Back to Groves. On down to Yates. Wants to go back. Finds Groves. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner's going to try to drive. Backs out. Finds Groves. Delanie's alone for 3. Not there. Rebound goes to Brown. Brown now 2 minutes remaining. They lead by 2. Brown now quickly past the half-court line. Finds Burkett. She's going to drive baseline. Feeds it down in. And Groves is going to get the foul on Rogers and sends her to the line. That's going to be 4 fouls now for Delanie Groves. Reached over the back for that one.
Foul on Delanie Groves.
Rogers drops it down on her first shot. They're up by 3 now. Hostrawser checking in for Yates. Rogers now get ready for her second attempt. Shots up. It's in. They stretch their lead out to 3. Faulkner now getting ran down back from behind from Burkett. Leaves it for Groves. Back to Faulkner. On over to Hostrawser. Hostrawser feeds it on over to Groves. Tries to drop it down into Hostrawser, but Brown steps in front and pushes her off. That's going to be on Hostrawser.
Lexia Hostrawser with the foul.
That bonus now is going to put Brown to the line. She was 2 for 2 from her last trip. 14 points on the night for her. As she gets ready for this 1-and-1 up, or I guess double bonus now. That first one drops. Leads now up to 5. Shot by Brown. It's in. Hostrawser inbound on over to Faulkner. Faulkner will try to dribble, works herself up. She'll retreat, tries to set things up. Back to Viers. Viers drops to Hostrawser. She'll try to work back up, finds Viers. Back to Faulkner now. Minute 20, Triton trails by 6, and she's going to get fouled by Burkett. And that'll put Triton at the bonus, I believe.
Foul on Cammy Burkett.
That's her 4th personal, team 7th. Viers will come out, Yates will come in for her. Her and Hostrawser will switch up down there in the lane. Jaela's first shot's up. It's back iron, no good. Peterson comes away with the rebound. Oh, and it looks like she got away with it. Travis say, wait a minute there. She walked with it before she passed it, and she turns it over. Triton takes back over. Minute 16, Triton trails by 6. Big basket here will go a long way. Inbound to Faulkner. Faulkner now is going to try that. Past the half-court line, finds Yates. Yates is going to drive, leaves it for Hostrawser. Hostrawser tries to go down into Johnson. Johnson loses it, but Groves tries to run it down and does. Double teamed in the corner, and she's going to get there for the foul. Or timeout there by Triton. Good move by Adam Heckaman to read that one. So 6 trailing by 6 here at the Trojan Trench. Lady Trojans have fought back in this quarter, or fought back here in the second half. Rochester's got a couple of shots and calls to go their way here in the late goings. This will be the final game for Triton here going into the Christmas break, and they'll be back again on action on January 2nd, hosting Oregon Davis. And the boys will be in action on Friday night. I don't know the elementary and all the middle school schedules.
Well, the 5th and 6th grade are done. I think when the junior high gets back, they start the conference, something like that.
Okay.
Knock on wood, or hope that we don't have any bad weather. I'm planning on going and recording those junior high conference games, so nothing else going on that Saturday. So
yeah.
Hopefully nothing gets rescheduled is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we don't have any issues like that where we can go straight through and no cancellations or
gym movement.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say that one.
He might have heard us because, oh no, he's down in the corner.
Okay. I didn't say anything. So trying to inbound. Delanie Groves will do the work. Hands to Faulkner. Hands up to Groves in the corner. They're kind of backed up in the corner. Groves has got to get rid of it. Drops to Hostrawser. Hostrawser back on top to Yates. Yates now is going to work. Step back. Finds Hostrawser. Goes through her hands, but Groves hangs on to it. 50 seconds now remaining. Back to Yates. Got to get a basket up here in a hurry. Back to Faulkner. Back to Hostrawser. She'll leave for Yates in the corner. Got to get a shot up. Johnson now tries to throw it back in. Yates hangs on to it. Back to Hostrawser. On over to Groves. Groves back to Faulkner. 33 seconds now. Drops it back to Yates. Yates now is going to try the dribble drive. Back on top to Hostrawser. can't really get a shot up. 26 seconds now. Got to keep moving, got to keep moving. Over to Groves. She'll step back for three. Sidearm not there. Rogers now with the basketball. Groves will come up and try to force him here, and she'll foul, and that's it for Delanie Groves.
Foul on Delanie Groves.
And Brown with the basketball now for the free throw line. She'll go
Alyxa
again.
Viers.
She's got
Macy Brown at the line.
16 points. So Yates will, Viers will check back in. Shot by Brown's up. It's in. Adamite sealed it here. Second shot by Brown. It's in. Faulkner with the basketball. Triton trails by 8. Jaela will try to drive to the basket and tries to throw it down in. And that's going to bring us to our final score, 38-30. The Lady Trojans fall here at home.
Tonight's final, Trojans 30, Zebras 38. Have a good evening, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.
So leading the way for the Lady Trojans, both with 7 points, was Lexia Hostrawser and Chelsea Johnson. 6 points for Jaela Faulkner, 3 points for Delanie Groves, 2 points for Taren Yates, and 5 points for Alyxa Viers. Well, stay tuned. Might have a post-game interview. If not, we'll be right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fan. Andy O'Hara alongside Adam Heckaman here. Coach, I know it was a loss, but the girls did a lot of good things there, and they fought hard.
Yeah, I told the girls I thought that was our best overall effort, hustling after loose balls, getting after it defensively from start to finish that we've had this year. We had different kids step in and out when we had people get tired. We're just going to put it in the basket. And that happens sometimes. And
eventually you kind of get there. Sometimes that lid's sealed tight enough to where you can't get your shot off, and it kind of makes things a little more difficult. What kind of things are you guys going to try to? I mean, after Christmas break, you know you got Oregon Davis right there on January 2nd. What kind of things are you going to do to prepare for them?
We're going to have to work with handling pressure. I mean, they're going to press the whole game. They're going to bring a lot of pressure. And I thought tonight we did a lot better than we had the previous 2 games against Manchester and Pioneer, handling that 1-3-1. We got the looks we wanted to. A lot less turnovers tonight. I think 16 or something like that, which was. We cut that down by 12, 13 turnovers from the last 2 games. But we just didn't get the fall. So we're going to have to handle the ball better yet against OD, find the shots and put it in. So we'll get back in here after a few days off and really work on trying to finish with a little bit of contact and getting our confidence up shooting the ball.
Yeah, and they're getting there like you and I were talking about on the way up here. I mean, yeah, with the amount of shots, they usually get something to drop. But the girls, like the one thing we were talking about, they're not taking silly shots. They're not throwing up things that they don't need to just force a shot. They're taking good open looks. Eventually, those, unfortunately, sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't fall, and tonight they just didn't fall.
Yeah, that's what I told the girls. We had a lot of good looks that we were very pleased with. At halftime, I think there was maybe only 1 shot in the first half, 2 shots that we thought, okay, we could have worked that around a little bit more. And we talked about that half. Working around a little bit more, the shot will be a little bit more open. And I thought we did a good job of that in the second half and still couldn't quite get them to fall. We had a little bit of a lead there, 1-point lead, I believe, late, and we tried to execute a couple plays and got some shots on those and didn't fall. And then, Macy for them, she stepped up big and hit some big threes and then knocked all of her free throws down in the end.
Yep. And that was kind of the end of it there. But like I said, the girls did a lot of things very well tonight. Like I keep telling everybody, you can't judge these girls by the record, by what goes on the scoreboard. These girls have worked real hard. They're improving each game. There's in the things that they're improving on, you don't see translate to the scoreboard as much. But these girls really do put in a lot of work, and they should be commended for that and all that they put in for you guys.
Yeah, I would agree. That's we've come a long way. We have ways to go still, but we're young and we're going to keep working at it. Our goals ultimately are to be competing in conference, see what we can do in Bi-County, and then be ready for sectional at the end. That's all still there on the table for us. So we're going to keep working hard over Christmas break, keep getting the younger girls, time in there and see if they can step up. I thought Taren did a good job tonight. Emma had a better game for us. And if those kids can start contributing more like they did tonight, then it just makes us a little bit deeper.
Very good, very good. So I think I'm going to get my player interview. I think Abby got her to come up here for her interview, so we'll try to get Taren on this one. But, Coach, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Well, we'll see you at Bi-County, Coach.
Thank you.
So
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fan. Andy here alongside Taren Yates. So, Taren, tell me what you love about playing basketball.
I love the competitiveness, just being around with our teammates, just playing the game in general.
Okay, how'd you get started playing basketball?
My brother played, both of them, Tanner and Tyson. My mom's always played ever since she got in school. So
a little bit of family experience there. So
definitely.
Help me out real quick. So at home, who wins the most games? Now, if you do, it's okay. Tyson's going to get his chance. I don't get to interview Tanner. So tell me, who usually wins?
Me and Tanner are always on a team against Tyson, so it's always me and Tanner that wins.
Very good. That's how my sister and I used to. When we play my dad, we play my brother and my dad, we whoop them every time. Got to have the girl in there. They usually play a lot better. So being a lower classman, freshman this season, what kind of things are you trying to learn from the players that have got to play more varsity minutes, and you're starting to see a lot more varsity minutes? What kind of things are you trying to learn from them?
Just keep your head up, go your hardest in practice.
Okay, that's about it. That works. What would you tell other little girls or boys wanting to play the game of basketball?
If you like it, just keep playing it. Don't give up. Go to little mini camps if you need to. Play against your little siblings. Just play as soon as you can, possible.
Yeah, exactly. Really work on that stuff when you're not playing games in practice. When the season's not on, just go home, just shoot the basketball.
Definitely.
Favorite subject in school? I know you're a freshman.
Yeah.
What's the favorite subject for freshman year?
I'd probably say prep for college and career.
Prep for college and career.
Yes.
Okay, elaborate on that one for me. That's a new one.
It gives me like a view of what I would be doing in the future, like getting me ready for the future.
Okay. So how'd you handle finals this first go around?
Studied, very stressful.
Very stressful.
Yes.
Yeah. They are. They're just a little stressful.
Yes,
They're just a little
definitely.
stressful. Okay. What do you enjoy most about playing here at Triton?
Just like the whole community coming together. The girls are amazing. They're so like, they'll help you through everything. They're always there for you and everything.
Very good. Very good. So, future plans, we kind of got a ways to go. Yeah, you kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do outside of basketball or school?
I hang out with my family, of course, and my friends.
With the input by her over there.
I hang out with her a lot. Yes, definitely.
Nothing wrong with that. So Christmas is up. What kind of things are you looking forward to do over break before you guys come back to practice?
Hang out with my family, just being around them. I just love being with my family.
And opening presents, right? That never hurts.
Yes,
That never hurts. My kids have already started to open. So anybody want to say hi that's watching at home?
No.
Or you can get Abby because she's standing
Yeah,
behind
Abby.
you there. No one can see. So it was you. So who's up next? I think we got Jess left, and I think we got Jolie and who am I missing? Madeline.
I'll have Jess.
Have Jess. All right. So Jess Soriano will be at during Bi-County, so we'll interview her then. So we'll sign off here. Merry Christmas. This is Andy O'Hara. Sign off for the Triton Trojan Sports Network.